Hello, friends. 12th August, 1970. A pilot, Bruce Jernan, took off in his plane from Andros Island. He was going to Palm Beach International Airport in Florida. On the way, when he was between Miami and Florida, he claimed to have experienced a strange phenomenon. According to Jernan, his plane encountered a tunnel-shaped cloud formation that he referred to as an electronic fog. He reported losing time and arriving at his destination much faster than expected. Jernan described the experience as disorienting, and he felt as though he had traveled through a time warp or portal. But what is the true story behind it? Let's know it in today's video.
In the region of the infamous Bermuda Triangle, about 100 ships and aircraft have disappeared.
The past 50 years, 3,000 ships and 100 planes have gone missing in a mysterious stretch of water in the Atlantic Ocean.
Ships have gone missing, planes have gone missing.
Known as the Devil's Triangle.
A source of intrigue, legend, and fear. This is the Bermuda Triangle.
The year 1945. On 5th December, at 10 past 2 in the afternoon, 5 torpedo bomber aircraft of the U.S. Navy took off from Florida. This mission was called Flight 19. It was a 3-hour-long routine training mission. It wasn't anything special, they were simply flying to conduct their regular training missions. There were 14 crew members on the flight, led by their flight leader, a highly experienced pilot and war veteran. These 5 planes flew east from Florida. Everything was normal, the weather was clear, but about 2 hours after the takeoff, their squadron leader reported that there were sudden problems in their compass. Their compass stopped working. They take out their backup compass, but the backup compass failed too. They can't determine their actual position, but some of the crew aboard the flight believed that they were already flying east of Florida, and that they needed to fly westwards. Right after this order, one of those planes sent a radio transmission saying it shows that some of the crew members believed that they had to fly westwards to get back home. But the weather continues to worsen. It soon sunset, and then the darkness of night. At this point, it is believed that the planes were actually 370 kilometers east of Florida. At 7:04 p.m., we get the last radio transmission from Taylor. After this, all 5 planes are lost forever. Till date, we have no clue about these planes. Where are they? What happened to them? After the disappearance of Flight 19, a search and rescue Mariner aircraft took off with a crew of 13 people. They were on the mission to find Flight 19. But while looking for them, they too disappear. First, 14 people of Flight 19 disappeared, and then 13 people of the Mariner search and rescue aircraft. For days after this, a large-scale air and sea search operation was carried out. One of the largest search operations of the time, to look for both of these flights. But they could find nothing. Neither do they find a body of any person, nor any part of the aircraft. Everything had disappeared. Interestingly, the area where both planes disappeared today, we know that area as the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is said to be a very mysterious part of the ocean. There, more than 100 aircraft and ships have disappeared. They were never found again. People claim that there is something peculiar in this area of the ocean, because of which so many aircraft and ships disappear. Although, there were no explanations in the article as to why it happened. But this made the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle the most popular at the time. So popular that many books were written on it. Talking about some other incidents, there was another horrifying incident in the year 1918. It involved the USS Cyclops, one of the biggest and fastest ships of the U.S. Navy at the time. It was a very important asset for the American Navy, especially when America began taking part in World War I. It was used to transport the troops and coal. On 4th of March 1918, 306 people were aboard the USS Cyclops. From a city near Washington called the West Indies, Baltimore, this ship began its journey towards Brazil. Other than people, this ship was carrying 11,000 tons of manganese. The journey was supposed to take 9 days. Everything was fine with the departure of the ship. The weather was clear. While departing, the ships send the message, but this message was the last message from this ship. After this ship began its journey, there was no news from it. It had disappeared suddenly. This shocked everyone. One of the biggest ships of the U.S. Navy, a ship this huge. How could it disappear suddenly? If you think that this incident was mysterious, then you are wrong, because a more daunting and frightful incident was the Ellen Austin mystery. In the year 1881, a 210-feet-long ship, the Ellen Austin, traveling from London to New York, quite common for the day, many ships undertook this journey at the time. But on its way, Ellen Austin encountered an unidentified ship near the Bermuda Triangle area. From the outside, this unidentified ship looked completely normal, but there was no trace of any humans aboard this ship. There was no crew, no people at all. The captain of Ellen Austin decided to go aboard the ship to see what had happened. First, he brought his ship alongside this ship and waited for 2 days so that they could see if there was anyone or even a trace of anyone for any response from the other ship. But there was no response for 2 days. After that, the captain set foot on the unidentified ship. There was a lot of stuff on this new ship, and everything was in the place it should have been. During that time, people were wary of pirates. They used to be wary of an attack by the pirates who would steal from the ships. This unidentified ship hadn't been subjected to this.